tell us a bit more about Rimanui Farms. Tell us how the operation works.
Here in Tasmania, in Rimanui Farms, we're a mixed enterprise farm. We grow about 400 hectares of barley, about 200 hectares of grass seed, and then about 200 hectares of potatoes. Other part of our operation is lamb finishing and dairy support and beef finishing. So with the shed here, it's added a bit of security to our grain and grass seed price. We can harvest earlier and at higher moistures, get it into the drying bay here, dry it down, and then, as we know, farming is all about timing. We can get our next crop in of fodder and get it in on time to grow more yield. Our grass seed, we're able to harvest our grass seed at 14.5% moisture before heavy rainfall came, and we're able to produce probably another tonne to the hectare of yield off that. But then we're able to, as soon as we harvested the grass seed, get our bales off, a straw off it, and then put some water on the paddocks and nitrogen, and we were back grazing those paddocks within 3 or 4 days of harvest. So back into full production again.
From the start, it was very easy engaging you guys and talking about, okay, this is our idea. We want to build a grain drying shed. And I think the initial discussions was starting at 2,000 up to a 5,000 tonne shed.
Yes.
What does that look like? And just getting a bit of an idea. Quite a lot of people don't think about it, but just even having connections through Bison to get connected with a few other farmers to go and look at actual drying sheds operating and just sharing their knowledge, and they were open about it. And we had a couple of visits to one farm connected through Bison, and that just gave us a lot of clarity around actually what we need out of it and the things we've got to change. And even some of those discussions, just small things we picked up, or even connections we made, that made the process for us towards the end a lot easier. But once we started the planning side of it, it was actually pretty seamless with Bison discussions going from, I know it's a lot of work from 2,010 tonnes to a 5,000 tonne shed, but nothing was ever too difficult. And just the detail and the level of excellence through that whole process gave us a lot of clarity around what we want, but also for us as a company reporting to the owners and the board is very important. So we had to have comfort from what we think it's going to look like.
Yes.
What you guys are telling us for plans and stuff. So I think, yeah, it's the first time that I've managed or sort of been part of a big project like this, but it's pretty seamless from the start. And that includes getting all the permits and whatever we needed. I think the fixed price contract was a non-negotiable for us, especially a big project like this, and giving everyone at Rimanui comfort from board level, executive management, everyone that's a fixed price, that's what we've committed to. We just knew this is a cost, that's a budget we're working towards, and any variations like from your end, Bison is communicating with us, we're communicating internally. There were sort of no grey areas or no surprises, yeah. which I think gives everyone in the whole project a lot of comfort.
I guess the fixed price contract we entered into together, how important was that for you?
That was great. We knew down to every month and every stage of the project how much money we have to pay, where we're going to be at, and when. And we had a good locked-in finish date, which gave everybody was accountable for that date, which is really good.
Tell us, Andrew, about going forward into the future. How does that change your confidence in what you do on the farm? Is it changing the way you think?
We've got about 30% of our next fodder crop in the ground already, so by the end of the week we'll be down to be at 50%. So it's speeding up our whole cycle really. So there'll be people out there still struggling to harvest because it's too high moisture. Once we get to 14.5%, we're into it, and if we can go through the harvesters, we're into it. So it's all about timing.
And we found it very interesting. You're telling us before, like last season, what it looked for you for a harvest compared to this year. It's really is you've been able to go out there. It doesn't matter what the moisture is.
Yep.
As long as it's within reason, you're harvesting, you're bringing it in. You're cutting straw.
We can put it in the drying bay, utilise the dry, and actually at the end of the day, the drying is not costing us a lot of money to operate. Yeah.
And being that it's probably one of the first facilities of its type in Tasmania, what would you say to other farmers are thinking about it?
I'd be seriously thinking about it. Even if you don't do it on scale, do it on a smaller scale, being able to store or being able to dry down, there is a lot of crops this year, a lot of grass seed crops haven't been able to go into storage because the grass seed storage facilities have been over full.
Yep.
And we haven't had to worry about that. We've been able to store our own product
at home
and secure it, and where other people are going, can't get it in, they can't harvest. So yeah, it's been It's been great.
And that's typically for other farmers, that would be a storage cost or have nowhere to put it. So
Nowhere to put it. So you got your crop sitting in the paddock. So when your crop sitting in the paddock, it's losing yield. So when you're losing yield, you're losing money. We've got the project finished on time, to budget, and we're within a month after that, we're operational.